Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everybody to Hany. Hope you're doing fine and everything is okay. Today we will study a new topic. It will be easy and you will understand it. It's about finding rules for linear sequences. Before we studied the meaning of linear sequences, today we will find the rules or the nth term for a given sequence, for a given linear sequence. And the best way to start is example. So let's do this.
One, two, three, four.
Finding rules for sequences. This is the first example. For each sequence, number 1, write down the term-to-term rule. Number 2, work out the position-to-term rule. And the first sequence, as you see, is 4, 8, 12, 16. Of course, you can understand now the relation between the terms and each other. The first term is 4, the second term is 8, so the difference between them equals 4. So from this we can work out the term-to-term rule and it's adding 4. Second, to know the position-to-term rule, complete the table. We have here this table. It will help us to find the position-to-term rule or the nth term. The first row is about position number. If the term 4 is the first one, so its position number is 1. 8 is the second term, so its position number equals 2. The third term, 12, its position number equals 4, and 16, of course, its position number is 4. Why we have to find multiples of 4? Why 4? We have a lot of numbers, so why we get multiples of 4? Is it because 4 is the first term? No. Because 4 is the difference between each term and the next one. So we will get the multiples of 4, and of course you remember the meaning of multiples of 4. Multiples, it means you will multiply the number by the natural numbers starting from 1. So the first multiple will be 4 multiply 1 equals 4. 4 multiply 2 equals 8. 4 multiply 3 equals 12. 4 multiply 4, it equals 16. So from this relation we can deduce that each term equals 4 multiply its position number. So we can say term equals 3 multiply the position number, and this is the meaning of the position-to-term rule or the nth term rule. If you want to find the term number 10, you have to multiply 3 by 10, it will be 30. If you want to find the term number 100, it will be 3 multiply 100, it equals 300. Then we have another example. For each sequence, again, write down the term-to-term rule. Number 2, work out the position-to-term rule. And we have a different sequence here, 7, 12, 17, 22. It's obvious that the difference between each term and the next one equals 5. So the term-to-term rule is adding or plus 5. Second, we need to use the table that we said we will use it to find the position-to-term rule. And the first row as well, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. The second row, it will be the terms. It will be 7, 12, 17, 22. And here we will use multiples of what? Of 4? No, it's multiples of 5, because the difference between each term and the next one will be 5. So 5 multiply 1 equals 5, 5 multiply 2 equals 10, 5 multiply 3 equals 15, 5 multiply 4 equals 20. Now we will compare between each term and the corresponding multiple of 5. For example, the first term is 7. The first multiple of 5 is 5. So are they equal? We can say that the term equals 5 multiply the position number. No, of course no, because the position number here in the first one will be 1. Multiply 5 equal 5, and 5 is not equal to what? To 7 or to the term. So we need to make 5 equal to 7. How to make it bigger? Which operation we will use? We will use adding. 5 plus 2 equals what? Equals 7. If we want to compare between any term and the corresponding position or multiple of 5, we will have the same operation. You have to add 2 to make the multiple of 5 equals to the term. Okay, so each term will equal 5 multiply position number plus 2. And this is the meaning of position to term rule. This is the way to find that position to term rule from a given sequence. Okay, now I want you to exercise yourself. We have two questions. The first one, work out position to term rule for each sequence of numbers. The first sequence will be 6, 12, 18, 24. The second one will be 9, 12, 15, 18. This is the first question. The second question will be, look at the pattern made of squares, then answer the questions below. This is the pattern of squares. You have to count, of course, the number of gray squares here to write down the sequence of numbers of the gray squares. Letter B, write down the term to term rule. Letter C, work out the position to term rule. I want you to answer this exercise, these two questions. I will see you in another video, inshallah. Stay safe, stay at home, and see you soon. Goodbye.